Well, in this very first painting lesson and right through the series, I'm going to pop in and I'm going to interrupt the lesson. And here I want to point out a few things that are mistakes commonly made by students when they first start painting. Now, it's okay if you cannot do the fine hair brush stroke, that will come in time. But you must know what is meant by the horizon line. This is the horizon line. And whenever possible, keep the horizon line very low. If you put the horizon line up, the painting doesn't look so good. So do keep the horizon line low. Do not curve the horizon line over or drop your brush strokes off at the edge of the horizon line. Also, these little flowers on the ground here, they can be made big in the foreground and smaller in the distance, which really adds a lot of depth to a painting. Enjoy, relax, and see how you go with this very simple little lesson.
So this is your very first painting lesson. In this lesson we concentrate on learning to use the fine-haired brush and painting fine lines. You will need to thin your paint to get very thin lines. Also, we learn to hold the brush with 2 fingers and let the brush paint the branch. Don't try and control it too much. We start by painting in the sky. The sky is just white paint over the area where the sky will be, and we'll add a little bit of burnt umber. I'm painting on prepared artist canvas. Don't paint big pictures. Bring your white down about 2/3 of the way down and spread it out with horizontal brush strokes using the tip of your brush. We then add the brown from the top down with crisscross brush stroke. I didn't clean my brush then. Maybe you should wipe yours clean before you pick up the brown. Leave the white at the bottom of the sky. Don't bring your brown brush down into the white, and spread it out with horizontal brush strokes so that you have gradually getting darker as you go up into the sky. We'll block the bottom in with some dark brown. This is the ground area, and then place a nice full brush load of white over the horizon line area. Wipe your brush, pick up more paint and darken the bottom, very dark, down where our feet are. With the fan brush, touch it on and off along the horizon line to give us little grass. And when we come down into the bigger grass, which is right at our feet, you put the brush on and push it up and off. I need a bit more paint there to get it nice and dark in the corners, very dark in the corners, and sloping into the picture. With a little fine hair brush, I've loaded it with 2 colours. You put white on one side and dark on the other. Just put it on where you want to start the tree, bring it up and twiddle the brush in your fingers. The white and dark will come off the brush, giving you a splendid branch effect. Always have dark on the ground underneath a tree. Slope your tree into the picture. Don't put it right in the middle of the painting. Touch up the grass underneath the tree, and with the fan brush, by loading one side with white, turn it over, you can get these beautiful little flower effects on top of your grass. Let's put another tree in the distance. This tree, of course, will be smaller, and therefore you need to use the very tip of the brush. Look for the slope with your trees as far as perspective goes. We'll talk more about perspective later. Here's the few things you should keep in mind while painting this picture. Keep the white in the middle, the dark in the corners, and don't worry too much about things missing like the bottom of that tree or your branches not being so good. Don't worry about the distance. Let the viewer work out what's there. And there we have a beautiful little landscape painting, easy to do.